talking about the same, today we will learn about a new topic, and that is direct and indirect speech. A sentence is said to be in a direct speech when we quote the same words that someone has said, and in writing those words are written within the inverted commas. Okay, let me give you one example. If I tell Kunal that he scored good marks in the class test, this is direct speech. And when it comes to writing, how we will write this sentence as a sentence in direct speech, it'll go like this. The teacher told Kunal you scored well. You scored well in the class. Now, if we need to convert this sentence into indirect speech, what you have to do is, it'll go like this. The teacher told Kunal that, now this is something you need to remember, that he had scored well in the class. Now children, all you have to remember is that whenever we change a sentence from direct to indirect, we don't use the inverted commas. Here we have used the conjunction that, and the most important thing to remember is whenever the verb is in the past tense, it gets changed into past perfect. Suppose here the verb was scored, so it has changed to had scored. Children, always remember a sentence is said to be in direct speech when we quote the same words someone has said, and a sentence is said to be in indirect speech when we report the exact words someone has said. Children, to know more about the concept of direct and indirect speech, let's have a look at these three tables. Let's read these tables to know how the tense changes into when we change a sentence from direct to indirect, how pronoun changes when we change a sentence from direct to indirect, and how the expression of time and place changes when we change a sentence from direct to indirect. Let's have a look at table number 1. Whenever we change a sentence from direct to indirect speech, there's always a change in the tense. So the rules goes like this. Simple present changes to simple past. Present continuous changes to past continuous. Present perfect changes to past perfect. Present perfect continuous changes to past perfect continuous. Simple past changes to past perfect. Past continuous changes to past perfect continuous. Okay children, let me give you some more examples to help you understand the concept in a better way. So let's talk about past perfect tense. Now, whenever we convert a sentence from direct to indirect speech in past perfect tense, look at the board. All you have to remember is, let me give you this example. Raj said he had behaved well in the class. And when, now this is a sentence in direct speech in past perfect tense, but when we change this sentence from direct to indirect speech in past perfect tense, it'll change like this. Raj said that he had behaved well. He had behaved well in the class. So I'm sure you all must have observed that there is no change in the tense. The verb remained the same. Had behaved remained the same in indirect speech also. Let me give you one more example. Let's talk about future tense, simple future tense. Whenever we change a sentence in indirect speech in simple future tense, will changes to would. Now let's learn from this example. Kriti informed she will come. She will come in the evening. Now this is a sentence in simple future tense in indirect speech. Now when we changes this sentence into indirect speech, then will changes to would. Now let's see how we write it. Kriti informed that. Now here will change into would, that she would come. She would come. She would come in the evening. So always remember, whenever you change a sentence from direct to indirect speech in simple future tense, will changes to would. Now let's talk about future continuous tense. Whenever we change a sentence from direct to indirect speech in future continuous tense, we should always remember that here will be changes to would be. Let's talk about future perfect tense also. Whenever we convert a sentence from direct to indirect speech in future perfect tense, children, you should always remember that will have changes to would have. So let's learn from an example. This is a sentence in direct speech in future perfect tense. Rahul said Priya will have finished her work. Priya will have finished her work today. Now, if we change this sentence from direct to indirect speech in future perfect tense, it'll go like this. Rahul said that Priya would have finished her work and here today will change to that day. So children, don't forget to change the verb whenever you change a sentence from direct to indirect speech, be it future continuous tense or be it future perfect. Always change the verb according to the rule. Now let's look at table number 2 to understand that how pronoun also changes whenever we change any sentence from direct to indirect speech. Now let me give you examples. All you have to do is you have to look at the board very carefully so that you should learn properly. Children, whenever there is I in direct speech, it changes to he or she as per the gender. If there is me in direct speech, it changes to him or her again as per the gender. If there is mine in direct speech, it again changes to his or hers again as per the gender. If there's a boy, we use his. If there's a girl, we use hers. If there is you in direct speech, it changes to he, she and they. Again, if we're talking about a boy and it's a single boy, there's one boy, we write he. If we're talking about a girl and there is only one girl, we write she. And if you're talking about children or people who are more than one, who are many in number, then we use they. Now, if in direct speech we have he, she or it remains the same in indirect speech too. If we have we in direct speech, it changes to they. If we have they in direct speech, it remains the same. They remain. If we have us in direct speech, it changes to them. Now, if we have our in direct speech, when we change this sentence into indirect speech, it changes to their. If we have ours, it changes to theirs. If we have yours, it changes to his, hers or theirs. This again as per the gender and as per the number of people we are talking about. And if we have his, hers or its, it remains the same. His, hers and its remains the same in few cases. Now, let's have a very close look at table number 3. Let's study how expression of time and place also changes whenever we change a sentence from direct to indirect speech. Now, this is very important to learn, that how you should change expressions of time and place. If there is this in a sentence in direct speech, it changes to that. If we have these in direct speech and indirect speech, it changes to those. If in a sentence we use here in direct speech, it changes to there in indirect speech. Please listen to me very, very carefully. In case we have now in a sentence in direct speech, it changes to then. Now always changes to then whenever we change a sentence from direct to indirect speech. If we use ago in a sentence in direct speech, it changes to before. Normally we say long ago, years ago, so it changes to before. If we use today in a sentence in direct speech, in indirect speech, it changes to that day. This is a very, very common mistake which most of the students commit, that today always changes to that day. Now, let's talk about yesterday now. If we have yesterday in a sentence in direct speech, yesterday changes to the day, before, the previous day. Now, when we use tomorrow in a sentence in direct speech, in indirect speech, it changes to the next day or the following day. Now, if we have last week, last month and last year in direct speech, in indirect speech, it changes to either the month or the week or the year before. Now, let me give you one example. Let's look at the blackboard. Reena said she had met her friends. She had met her friends last week. So when we'll change it into indirect speech, it'll go like this. Reena said that, and children, you remember past perfect remains the same. So she had met her friends. She had met her friends the week before. So now when we change this sentence into indirect speech, it will go like this. Reena said that she had met her friends the week before. So children, I'm sure by now you all must have understood that whenever we change a sentence from direct to indirect speech in any tense, there is a change in the verb, there is a change in pronouns, and there is always a change whenever we talk about expressions of time and place. So revise all these three tables carefully, properly, to have a better understanding of the concept of direct and indirect speech.